If you think you can never earn money online, short form content actually is a hack that can let you earn $100,000 a month. It's just the fastest way to make money online right now. So what am I talking about? Let me show you. Here is Stripe. Now this is a credit card processing for us. And in the past 12 months, you can see it's $1.12 million. I don't even know. Is that 1.12? I don't know how to say that. $187,000 in the past 4 weeks. So 28 days, $187,000. Now, the interesting thing is you can see that the income has started to go like this, and we were figuring things out, and now it's going up. It'll go up over $3 million this year, and this is massively due to what I'm about to show you, which is short form content. Because if you apply this hack, then you can generate so much traffic and leads and sales and thus money that it's just crazy. So before I get into this, we're constantly running tests, which is how that we got from here and we're going up because we figured stuff out. So if you want more tests and you want more trainings like this one, go ahead and leave me a yes down in the comments. In fact, if you could stop right now and put it down there so that I know this is the right format for you, that would be really great. And if you want something else, drop that down in the comment too. But if you could do a yes or something down in the comments so I know where we're at, I can give you what you want, that would be awesome. Of course, it helps with YouTube too. So what are we talking about here? Well, I'm talking about short form content. What is short form content? Well, short form content it can take a lot of meanings, but as we look through different things, we can see stuff like this, right? So it's typically vertical. It's typically less than 60 seconds. So 7 to 60 seconds is short form content. Usually 15 to 45 seconds is where it mostly plays. And you get in, you give a point, and you get out. Now, this is the kind of thing that you might see people on their phone when they're swiping up. They swipe up, watch a video, swipe up, watch a video, think YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Facebook Reels or Instagram videos, that sort of thing. So it's just give something a bite size, give someone a bite-sized bit of information, and then move on. The game is, of course, to capture their attention because this is what people are watching. They're watching longer videos like you typically see on YouTube less. They're watching longer videos other places less. They're canceling their TV subscriptions. They're canceling even their Netflix subscriptions in some cases, and they're watching more content right here on their phone or their tablet or even on their computer, but they're watching short form content, which is just quick content as you go. And there's a lot of reasons why they do that, but I'm not going to go into the psychology of it. I'm just going to go in how you can make money with it. So short form content is stuff like this. For example, here is one YouTube channel where you can see brand new videos like today, 288 views already. Yesterday's videos are, 2,000 views. A couple of days ago, 4,000, and so on and so forth. We've had views, here's one that's 10,000, 8,000, that sort of thing. Here's another channel that's a very new channel. This is just a video, 866 views, 1.1 thousand views, that 3.3 thousand views, and so on and so forth. Now, if we look at Facebook, for example, here is not even our channel. Actually, this is one of the people in the classes, and he just reposted our videos, and this one's got 2.5 thousand likes and 1.3 thousand comments, right? So Facebook Reels and TikTok, of course. Here's also a channel that hasn't been heavily promoted, 30,000 views, 12,000 views, 25,000 views, 262,000 views. You get the point, right? A lot of views. Now, what does that mean? Well, views translate to attention, which translates to ultimately money. But how do we get them there? It's a process, and you got to take the steps. So stay with me on this video. I'm going to cover all of this. So once we understand that we got to make a short form video, now what are we going to do with it? Well, in the video, we are going to put a website, right? So if you go in the video, at some point, it tells you some information. Then it says, hey, here's a website. Go to this website. It's called a landing page or a squeeze page or something like that. What does it look like? It looks like this, scarytoolbots.com. It has some information, maybe a picture, a headline and some text, and a spot for them to enter their email address. That's the key. We want them to enter their email address because once we have their email address, we can send them all kinds of emails every single day or multiple times a day and offer to sell them things. What we're offering to sell them, we'll get there in a second. Bear with me. First, of course, we have to get the lead so we can sell them stuff. Now, when they enter their email address here, like if I say whatever, I put in an email address and hit grab now, this particular one is going to take us actually to a spreadsheet, which we'll talk about in a minute because it's a list of companies that will pay you to promote their products. But the point is now they have entered their email address. So what does that look like? That looks like this. If we go here, so we're talking about, remember, we have the short form content. We see how we can make a video, put a website in a video like scarytoolbots.com. Someone watches the video, then they go to the website and they enter their email address. That gets them into the CRM. Drop a comment if you don't know what a CRM is. I can explain that. Just drop a comment down in the comments. But for the sake of this video, we get them in the CRM, and now we have them as what we call a lead, which is a lead is just a potential customer. It's somebody that hasn't bought yet, or maybe they have bought at some point, but they might buy another product from you if they've already bought, right? So what is a lead? Well, we put the lead in the CRM. This is an example of a CRM, which captures the contacts. And what happens next is the best part of the CRM. You set up an automation in the CRM. And again, this is going to take a little bit of work. I just want to be clear here. When we're talking about going to $100,000 a month, I'm not talking about doing it tomorrow, right? I mean, think about how many jobs you've had that made $100,000 a year. Maybe you've had none. Maybe you've had some. But how many have you had that made $100,000 a month? Right. Probably none. So, because that's $1.2 million a year. So to get to $100,000 a month, it takes some effort, right? It might be more like $1,000 to start, and then it's $2,000 and $5,000 and $10,000 and $20,000 and $50,000 and whatever, right? And you may not even want to work that hard. You might want to quit at like $10,000 a month and just spend more time doing whatever you want to do, whether that's at the pool, at your house, or, at the beach, or skiing. I don't know, whatever it is, and that's fine. But you can get there if you want, and you can go past $100,000 a month. But the goal here is we've got to capture the lead. So when we capture the lead in our CRM, we set up an automation and it starts working for us. So first it sends them an email. So this is, you can see the delay here. It sends it immediately. Then it waits 5 hours and sends another email, waits 5 hours and sends another email. Then it waits a day, then 5 hours a day, so on and so forth. You can set it up however you want. This is an example campaign for Shine Ranker, which is on our list here. It's this right here. And when someone goes there and enters their email address for Shine Ranker, they start getting all these emails. In each one of these emails is a link where they can click and they can buy. So what am I talking about? The link, that's where our tool list comes in. If we were to go to Shine Ranker and get the tool, we can roll down to the bottom and they have what's called an affiliate program. You sign up for the affiliate program, they give you a link. The link is whenever someone clicks the link and buys, you get paid. And I'm not going to go too deep into that, because that's something I've already covered and something I'll cover again. But what that means is when they click the link, you get paid. And so in these emails that are being sent, each one of them, it's sending the person. So Bob, okay, let's say Bob goes to scarytoolbots.com, right? And he enters his email address or whatever the domain is that you put in your email. Because remember, we got the leads in the CRM. And we got there from the short form content. And the short form content had a link to your landing page. And so whenever they enter their email address, now Bob gets this email. And then Bob can click that link, go over to Shine Ranker like so. So the link will take Bob to Shine Ranker. It just has a tracking code in it. So when Bob comes over here to Shine Ranker and Bob says, okay, cool, let's get the 10-day free trial. And then Bob buys, right? Then you get paid. So that's how you get paid. And the great thing about having the email address in the CRM is once Bob buys Shine Ranker, you can go back to the list and go to the next offer down the list, like Cora and SEMrush and Screaming Frog, right? And so there's tons of tools across here, right? There's all these different tabs and whatever. So there's just tons of things that you can promote. And you definitely should go to scarytoolbots.com and put in your email address right now so that you can get this list. But once you have the list, you can just go down the list and keep promoting them over and over again. So we saw how we can get them to our landing page by making short form content. Then we saw how the CRM is going to capture the lead and send them emails over and over and over and over and over again until they buy, and then send them emails for the next product and the next product and so on, right? So that's what we're talking about here with the leads. We just talked about scarytoolbots.com, where we can actually get that list so that we have our list to send them to. And that's how we make the money. So if that makes sense, we make the short form content, they click on a link, and they get to the CRM landing page, which then sends them emails to buy the product. And the products it's sending them to buy is the products that you get on scarytoolbots.com. And once they buy one product, then you can just continue and go down the list and send them the next one, right? And got past the captcha there. And so we can just continue to do this over and over and over and over and over again. And that's how we ultimately get to where we can have income like this, where even in the past 7 days, right, it's $68,000. So the point is you stack it, because as you get people into your CRM, you get the contacts in, you get more and more and more and more and more and more and more, and you have more people to sell to, right? That is the value of getting the leads. So we have plenty of offers to give them, and we have plenty of leads. And all of this comes from short form content. You can see, if you can imagine, so here, imagine with me for a minute 2 things. First, let's imagine that you make videos and they get 3,000, 4,000 views, or you pop them up, and you can put the same video. You can take one video and you can put it on YouTube, and then TikTok, and then Facebook, and then Snapchat, and then Instagram, and so on and so forth. And so just on TikTok, for example, if it gets 22,000 views or 262,000 views, can you imagine how many people are going to see your website? That's tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people that see your website, and they go there and they enter their email address, and then the CRM sends them emails so they can buy things from you. Hundreds of thousands of people. So imagine with me, if you get all these people that go here, and not all of them are going to go to your website, of course, but if you get 1.2 million views, like the one down here on the bottom, right? If you get 1.2 million views, how many people are going to go to the website? If even a portion of them go to the website, you got a lot of visitors. They enter their email address, the CRM sends them emails with your links, and they buy from you, and you get paid, right? So now imagine if you have an extra $5,000 a month coming in. So if you start small, $1,000, $5,000 a month, even $10,000 a month, what does that mean for you? What would you do? What would you buy? What would that do for you as far as security goes? Like maybe you don't even want to buy anything. Maybe you just want to take 5 months and put $50,000 in the bank so that you just know that there's $50,000 in the bank. I mean, how would that feel to have $50,000 stocked up in the bank just sitting there? I can't imagine anyone saying that it would feel awful, right? I just have to think that all of those are positive things. Just think about that for a minute. And if that's something that you want, then the thing that you need to do is go to shortformriches.com, and you can watch the video that's up there, and then you can check it out. And you can go down here and you can get into the live classes, because every Tuesday and Thursday we have live classes and we teach you how to do this. And then there's also a free Facebook group, which I'll put the link in the description down below, which you should definitely check out as well and join, and then post in there that you're new and start interacting, because part of it is just getting among like-minded people, right? You've got to get among the people that are thinking like you are, or thinking like the way that you want to be in order to win, right? Because you're going to have to change a little bit of something. If you keep doing what you've been doing, then you're going to keep getting what you're getting. And if you like what you're getting, that's fine. But if you don't like what you're getting and you want to get more money, then you're going to have to change a little bit. So the first change you're going to make is go to the Facebook group. Start reading the posts and start beginning to be among the people that are thinking and winning and succeeding, so that you can pick up those things too. And the second thing to do is go to Shortform Riches right now, shortformriches.com, and go down and sign up. It is a paid class, but the price is going up. And if you wait, you're going to want to get in it at some point. So if you wait, you're just going to pay more to get in it later. So I would go to shortformriches.com right now and get in the live classes. But either way, join the Facebook group, get in the classes, and either way, I will see you in the Facebook group and then in the live classes. And until then, happy money making.